just trying to have a variety of food and see if I can't pull some deer in here. And it's hard to believe we're just a few weeks out for another deer season here in Maryland.
So I do believe that if you feed them, they will come. The season is about to kick off. You stick with us here on Midwest Whitetail.
Anxious to get this story started. I say this every year, but it really is hard to believe that another season is getting ready to get on us.
Just got back home from hanging some stands and everything's starting to look pretty good. Shaping up to be a great season. It'll only be a few weeks here and we'll be in the tree.
We're pretty excited to see how that works with us this fall and helping us track down a few of the bucks we're chasing. So thanks for watching this year, and hopefully we can bring you some exciting action.
Well, hey guys, welcome to the Midwest Whitetail East show. I say this every year, but it really is hard to believe that another season's getting ready to get on us. I'm pretty excited about this year just because last year my buck tag was filled clear back on October 4th. So I think we'll have a good handful of good bucks, solid bucks that I'm excited to show you all, and hopefully start our story on a couple of them. One in particular is really, really good. Buck that we call the Jordan buck. You know the Jordan buck, don't you? Yeah. And so he'll be fun. A little hit and miss right now. Not sure exactly where he's living. A lot will change when the beans start changing colors and acorns start playing a factor in things. But him, and then there's a solid 8-point that I want to see tonight, and a buck that we're calling Palmer buck, real palmated deer, and hopefully we'll see him tonight too. And there's another one we call Split G2 buck that could be a good one to chase. So anxious to get a story started. We're gonna head down here and get quiet, right? And see if we can see some deer in this alfalfa. He's a cool looking buck. Well, those were two of the deer we came up here to see. The Palmer buck and that 8-point. So they're both pretty solid deer. That Palmer buck, they're both 300 yards away at least, and so to zoom in real far. But he's a real palmated deer, really cool. That 8-point is just a clean, solid 8. So a couple good deer to think about. And there was one buck at the very end I tried to get a video of, but couldn't quite catch him with his head up. But anyway, guys, the journey's about to start here. I'm not putting a whole lot of stock into these deer coming to this alfalfa field come season. We're about 4 weeks away. So a lot can change between now and then, especially with the changing in crop changes. And you know, I think the farmers are going to get another cutting of hay off this field. But anyway, we had fun looking at these deer tonight. They kind of got spooky there towards the end, but it was fun to see them. I hope you're all able to get out and enjoy this nicer weather. And be sure and check back into the show. Guys are going to start ramping up their scouting, and trail cameras will start being put out if they haven't been already, and we'll start putting a story together on one of these Ohio deer. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you next time.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Midwest Whitetail East Show. It is August 30th. I figured I'd give you guys a quick update while I'm out here setting up some new cuttybacks. I primarily hunt here at this small farm. It's about the 30-40 acres, and between here and several other suburban spots is where I spend most of my time chasing deer. So, you know, the deer will be shedding their velvet here within the next week or so, most of them anyways, and they'll start shifting around a little bit. So I'll be trying to see what deer are hanging out, and maybe what new deer show up. So if anything, we're gonna try to get right after some does, try to fill some doe tags and knock a few of those off. That's definitely one thing I like to do this year down here on the farm is knock some does off. So I did see a few bucks that's been hanging out there down at the farm most of the summer. I think two of them is actually 3 years old. One's I believe a 6. You don't have no brow tines. The other's one's just a big goofy, basically fork, but I'm pretty sure they're 3 years old. So if they come in close enough and offer me a good shot, it's probably gonna be hard to pass up with the recurve. Now we just got cameras rolling up on my suburban spots. I'll share those with a buddy of mine. I'm starting to get some good bucks up there. One really nice 8-pointer. I'm not quite sure what deer that is, and then another giant 8-pointer, a buck I call Hank. We've been watching him for several years now, and I believe he's a 5-year-old this year. So it's going to be really fun to see if one of us, between me and my buddy Stan, can't put a tag on him. Down here at the farm, I've definitely put in some work throughout the summer and got some food plots in. I got a nice bean plot I came in earlier this summer and put in about a little over 1.5 acres or so, and got that protected with the hot zone fence. Just a few weeks ago, I put in a couple Frigid Forge food plots with some autumn quick plot with some trophy clover mixed in there, and basically just got a nice variety. And it's been a really wet summer, so all the plots are doing well. Got the plot screen, it's doing well. I'm just excited to get started for another deer season. I'm going to get these cameras set up and get finished up here today, and be sure to keep checking back. You know, we'll start doing our weekly updates, and should be a fun year. With all the crazy stuff going on this year, I don't know if there's anything better to do than get out and hunt. So excited to get the season started, and thanks for tuning in, and be sure to keep checking back, and thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail.
Hey everybody, welcome to Midwest Whitetail East. We're on the farm today in Indiana checking cuttybacks, and we're going to do a few firmware updates on a couple of them. And we actually just put out our first Cutting Link cell camera, so we're pretty excited to see how that works with us this fall and helping us track down a few of the bucks we're chasing. So far this year we've had Lucky, our buck we've been after for 3 to 4 years, on camera quite a bit. And we've got a couple new bucks on camera. One's the Crab 9. He's big, tall, thick, heavy 9-pointer. And another buck is, we're calling him the Side-by-Side 10. We found his sheds this spring laying side by side, so we kind of figured that was a fitting name for him. So this year on food plots, we actually left a 30-yard strip of alfalfa down the wood line between the woods and the corn. So we figured that would give us a few more seconds of being able to catch the deer before they enter the cornfield. But today it's late August, and we're going to try to get out a couple clover plots real quick. We got some rain moving in the next week, so trying to get everything finalized for this season. And Steven, he's out tilling one of the fields right now, so we're going to go catch up with him, and got an action full day on the farm. So thanks for watching this year, and hopefully we can bring you some exciting action.
Hello, I'm Tab Justice with Midwest Whitetail, and we are finally out here at Jake's farm in Ohio. We are doing our annual crop damage permit hunt, and I brought my grandson Weston.
I'm Jason Peterson, his father.
And we're going to go back to one of our stands we call Old Faithful, and we have 3 doe permits to fill, and we're going to try and see if Weston can put the hammer down on 1 or 2 of them. What do you think, bud?
I'm excited.
Okay. So we're going to go see if we can get some deer to pop out here in the alfalfa field tonight. So let's head back and get started. What do you say?
Let's go.
Let's get my nice and deer.
Alright, we're all set up. It's pretty cozy in here right now. We opened up all the windows. It was pretty hot. We're sitting in the direct sun. But we're excited. First time out. We got alfalfa here to our west or south. And got some switchgrass that farmer's going to harvest into silage for his cattle. And then it'll be planted before fall. But we just checked this camera here earlier and had a lot of really good bucks. We can't shoot any bucks right now, but it was exciting to see. We still have 5 camera cards to check, but we're hoping to at least get one of the tags filled tonight, and just have a good time together, fellowship. Another one in. Get another one in. She went down. Way to go, bro. 200 yards. You smoked her.
Cheers.
Give me 5. Yeah.
That's like, shh. That's like, whenever you're kaboom.
Shh. This night is not over. Dude, you smoked her.
Well, here we are with one of our crop damage tags. We're pretty proud of Weston. He shot her at 205 yards. Made a beautiful shot. She died within 20 yards. She was laying right where I thought I seen her. We're pretty jazzed for him. We know he's pretty excited for shooting that far, and she's just a good deer. And we end up seeing some pretty bucks. Yeah, two pretty dandy bucks. We seen like 6 bucks, but 2 of them were real legit, real giant 8-point, and real good 10 with a split GT or a split brow. So pretty excited to see them too. But we got 2 more tags, and hopefully we can take care of them tomorrow.
Well, guys, it's July 28th. It is the hottest week of the whole year, and it's food plot time. I am here in Pennsylvania, south central Pennsylvania, and I have 3 distinct small hunting food plots here on my little 19 acres of ground, and we're going to be planting each one of those with 3 different types of seeds and stuff, some for early season, some for late season, some for mid-season. And so I'm just going to show you a little bit of how we do just these small plots. Last night, my son-in-law Jason Peterson, he brought his tractor up and we brought the disc out and we disced everything up. It is smoking hot and it is dusty, and I live where there's a lot of rocks. So this is not ideal Midwest conditions, but I believe it's going to be a nice green food plot. So stick with us, and this fall we're going to see how this all works out, and hopefully we can get a little meat on the table because of these food plots. So here we are. It is the end of August, almost September. The deer will soon be shedding out their antlers, and we're hoping that when you feed them, they come, and hopefully we'll get some of these bucks following the does. The does have been showing up. We've literally been seeing them from the house mornings and evenings, does and fawns, and last year we struggled just to see does and fawns. So I do believe that if you feed them, they will come. The season is about to kick off. You stick with us here on Midwest Whitetail. Thanks.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Midwest Whitetail. Really happy to be back this year on the East Show. Just got back home from hanging some stands and everything's starting to look pretty good, shaping up to be a great season. Currently, I'll be hunting a few properties in Pennsylvania. One I just recently gained permission on and I'm learning. No shooters over there yet. The main deer I'll be going after this year is going to be the Backyard 6. This was a deer that I named last year, and my first encounter with him was in 2017-2018 season. He was a homebody, about 2.5-year-old, and then I saw him again in the 2018-2019 season, about 3.5 that year, also a 6-point that year, and then last year I believe he was about 3.5, 4. So he's stuck around, and I believe he could be almost every bit of 5 years old, and he's actually an 8-point this year. Always been a homebody, and I think as he gets older he'll stick around even more. So looking forward to chasing that deer. I'll be hunting some Maryland public land, and once again just really can't wait for the season this year, and I'm sure we'll hopefully run into some more shooters as we get more into their fall range here as September approaches. We have the Pennsylvania opener on September 19th in the special regulations area, and September 11th is when Maryland opens. So it'll only be a few weeks here and we'll be in the tree. Looking forward to sharing some of the velvet footage I got this summer. Had some cool encounters with some deer on some local beans around the area. So hope you enjoy that footage, and we'll catch up with you guys in the stand here in a few weeks. Thanks.